I'm back. Finally, I've been out of commission for a while. I had school, you guys know how it is. But it's done now. I had my last final yesterday, so here we go, And, of course, the off-season's in full swing. So much stuff happened while I wasn't really here. I couldn't comment on all of it if I tried. But anyway, a lot of interesting stuff did happen over the free agency period and right before it. A lot of franchise tags were passed around. I probably commented on most of those. We ourselves tagged Marcus Trufant. There was Nnamdi Asomugha, who recently signed a long-term contract. Dallas Clark got his long-term contract. And then when free agency hit, I think it was a Saturday after free agency, I was down. Because, first you hear that Brett Favre retired, and I haven't actually commented on that yet, but it is a sad day. It's because, just of what he meant to the game. I had a friend once tell me that if you don't like Brett Favre, or at least don't respect him in some way, you're not really an NFL fan, and that's kind of how it is, because he embodies so much of what the NFL is about. And you couldn't ask for a better guy to represent the game, so he's gone. It's very sad because, at least you can say he accomplished just about everything you could want a quarterback to. He won MVPs, he won a Super Bowl, he won several playoff games. You can't ask for much more out of a career, so he'll just go off into the sunset, retired on as good of terms as he could have hoped for, probably. So, kind of rough. And then, that same day, I found out, we were this close to getting Randy Moss out of New England, because, I don't want to have to deal with another year of Brady to Moss. I'm not going to lie. I mean, they're going to put up really good numbers out there if they're allowed to. So, I just wanted someone to sign him, and I know Philly was this close. I know Dallas was thinking about it, but it didn't happen. And, now he's back with the Patriots, so we'll see. I still don't think they'll be as good this year as they were last year, but I kind of wish Philly just threw a couple more dollar signs at him, because Philly with Randy Moss, I don't know if I would like that much more, because I really think that would put Philly on the inside track to the NFC Championship game or whatever have you, but I'd rather see Philly win a Super Bowl than New England, to be honest. I know most of you won't agree with that, but that's how I roll. I hate New England. That's who I hate. Philly did get Asante Samuel. I'm not as sold on Asante Samuel as some others. I think he's a route jumper. I think he'll get burned a lot. But Philly does a pretty good job of generating quarterback pressure. I'll give him that. And with Asante, Lido, Brown, and Dawkins, who's going to pass on them? It's not going to be easy. I mean, that's the best secondary in the league, probably. Another team that I think did really well in the free agency period, even though they did quite a bit of overpaying, they got quality players. The Jets landed Alan Faneca, Damian Woody, Calvin Pace, and there was one other guy they landed that was a pretty big ticket guy. Maybe that was it. I can't put my finger on it to be sure, but I think they did a great job this free agency period. I mean, they got some quality players. Faneca and Woody are really going to help that offensive line make everything on that offense so much better. And Calvin Pace, he hasn't done too much in his career, but the talent is there. They threw a big contract at him, and now we sit back and hope for the best. So I think the Jets have definitely had one of the best free agency periods so far. I think the Browns did a great job. They gave up a lot of their draft picks, but that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. They got a speedy number 2 receiver. And who wants to guard Braylon Edwards and Dante Stallworth at the same time? That's not much worse than Dante Stallworth and Randy Moss at the same time, which was what they had in New England, of course. They also got Corey Williams and I think Sean Rogers. And that's a nice defensive tackle set right there. And I know they run the 3-4, so one of them is going to move out to end or something, but that's a pretty nice set they got right there. And I think they're ready. I think it's time. I think they're going to take the division this year. I just feel it, you know. Another team that, you know, was interesting to me, I don't know if I feel they were winners or losers, but what Chicago did, you know, I gotta say, Lance Briggs has got to be the biggest loser of this FA period. I mean, he spends this last year talking about how he hated the Bears and how he'd never play for them again, and then he comes back and plays for them for a year, but says, I'm gone at the end of the year anyway. And now, not only is he back as a Bear for probably the rest of his career, he signed at a massive discount because he panicked, and to me that is just, you know, after all this hype about getting this $80 million, $90 million contract, he settles for 6 for 36. You know, I know that's a lot of money. Of course it's a lot of money. But damn. You know? But on the other hand, the Bears did lose Bernard Berrien and Brandon Abadajeo, something like that.